Now, LeBron James is one of the most polarizing NBA players of all time. He has a lot of fans, he has a lot of haters, and it's definitely to be expected because a lot of NBA players have fans and haters until they actually retire, and that's when they get most of their fan base and less haters. But I do want to say this, in his 15th year, whether you're a fan or hater, you have to admit he's playing amazing at the 15th year, and that just showcases how much work ethic LeBron has when it comes to keeping his body in tip-top shape. We laugh at those Instagram videos of him working out, but they gotta give some respect to that. He's playing at an MVP level. If James Harden wasn't going crazy, I'll probably get the unanimous MVP to LeBron James, but James Harden's going off. Kyrie's team's number one in the East. A lot of question marks when it comes to MVP right now, but I do want to say this. He makes everyone around him. This is something that's been emphasized, but what about the reason that I'm talking about today? Why people hate playing with LeBron? Because I definitely believe there's a reason why people hate playing with LeBron. Is it a good reason? Probably not, because it's LeBron James, but still, there's probably a very spooky reason why people don't like playing with LeBron. And today I'll tell you my thinking of why they don't. Kyrie Irving. Now, Kyrie Irving was an exceptional player before LeBron came to Cleveland. Yes, he was an all-star. I believe he was all-star MVP in 2014. I could be wrong. The stat guys will get me on that one. But still, the number one draft pick, he was, how do I say this, a franchise cornerstone of Cleveland. And then LeBron came. When LeBron came, he pretty much turned that team around, and he was the new cornerstone. He was controlling everything. And I will say this. Now, the people say Kyrie never won before LeBron came. Kyrie never won because his team was pretty much trash. Who do you have? As soon as LeBron came, he had Kevin Love there. And if he didn't have Kevin Love, it was going to be Andrew Wiggins. So if Andrew Wiggins came the next year with Kyrie Irving, they probably would have made the playoffs because that would have been a way better team than Kyrie ever had. I do want to say this, though. LeBron coming in there changed the whole franchise from just making the playoffs to maybe actually winning the championship. So definitely want to say LeBron changed that whole franchise. He did it for Cleveland. Cleveland, I did it for you. Now, back in the Miami Heat days, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh in their primes, they all joined up with LeBron James, who was in his prime, the best player at the time in the whole NBA. And the first year they played, it was definitely very weird because Dwayne Wade was playing at a high level. He was kind of playing like it was 1A, 1B with LeBron and him. Like, they did not know who was the actual number one guy. Chris Bosh was definitely playing well, but his numbers dipped from the Toronto days because he's playing with LeBron and Dwayne Wade. It's definitely going to dip. He was by himself before. And the finals is what really made me make this question. Like, LeBron, why do people hate playing with LeBron? Because the finals were interesting. His numbers were the worst I've ever seen, maybe 2007 level of numbers, because he choked in the NBA finals against the Dallas Mavericks. And Dwayne Wade averaged 26 points. He was playing really well. Chris Bosh was playing really well, but LeBron averaged like, I think, 15 points. He had like a terrible one game, 1 point, I think 8 points in one game. LeBron definitely was struggling in this finals, and I believe the reason why he was struggling was definitely answers, because he was not the number one guy. Once he became the number one guy, we saw a real change. Dwayne Wade actually sacrificed his team for LeBron to actually play well. It was interesting. And then there's Kyrie, who chose to be on another team than actually play with LeBron, a guaranteed final spot. The Celtics are now number one in the East, so we definitely want to say that something interesting is happening in the East right now, but still, he did not enjoy being behind the shadow of LeBron James, and we know how LeBron James is the coach, the manager, the leader point guard. LeBron James owns everything in Cleveland, so I definitely want to say Kyrie being from the franchise to now LeBron controlling everything is probably why he chose the Celtics, but there probably is another reason why people hate playing with LeBron. This is my answer to that question. I believe the secret reason why people hate playing with LeBron James is because, yes, he makes everyone around him good, but he also does something very interesting. He really ruins the rhythm of players. When I mean ruin the rhythm, if you don't touch the ball for a long time, you're going to be off. And if you touch the ball like 1 second during the shot clock, you're going to be a catch and shoot player or a finisher player. In a sense of your old place, you might have been a more player that's oriented with offense and actually be able to do more work. I remember Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, a lot of times they like to give it to their bigs or give to their second fiddle to make them put in work without actually just dropping it off and getting an assist. They would let them dribble the ball and do like a 1v1 play, a post-up play, and get their rhythm going. LeBron doesn't do that. LeBron actually controls the game and has the ball in his hands 24/7. That's why you see him like the last fourth quarter, I believe he had assisted and scored in every single basket. And that's how LeBron plays. Now, is it a bad thing? No, it's not a bad thing, but it definitely ruins the rhythm. And that's why we see some terrible numbers from some of LeBron James' teammates in the playoffs, especially in the finals. Love had garbage numbers in every single final I've seen, to be honest. He did play good defense with Steph Curry, though. I got to give some respect to 2016. Jay Crowder this year is struggling. And we have seen the same symptoms of other players. Westbrook has the same thing where he controls everything everything, and now Victor Oladipo's playing way better when he's on Indiana. I definitely want to say killing the rhythm of other players is probably the only flaw in LeBron James' game, and that's not a bad flaw, to be honest. It just showcases how good LeBron James is, and you could say it's something that it just has to take because his talent is definitely worth it. But tell me your thoughts in the comment section. What do you think about LeBron James and people hating playing with LeBron? Do you think there's no reason to hate playing with LeBron? Do you think I'm just actually going crazy? I want to hear your guys' opinion because this is the NBA and there's so many different NBA fans that think different ways. We know the whole GOAT discussion is going to be something that's always been talked about. Michael, LeBron, Kareem, Kobe. I don't want to say Kobe, Kobe might not be the GOAT, but like he is always argued when it comes to players who were actually argued to be the GOAT. So that's something that you always should ponder. Kobe Bryant, the Black Mamba, respect that man. But still, tell me your thoughts. Like and share if you enjoyed. Like and share only if you enjoyed. And subscribe for more NBA content. I'm DK Hoops.